I'm back, and thank God I am, because when I'm not around, the world starts to seemingly fall apart. Look at the state of things. We need somebody out here keeping everyone accountable, and that's not the life that I necessarily wanted, but it's the life I got, dude. So here I am, bringing accountability back around. I'm like the Batman of YouTube, lurking in the shadows until someone says something stupid. Then I pop out. Ha! Gotcha! Bring f***ing justice, dude. I'm a f***ing masked crusader on my YouTube shit. Wiz Khalifa doubles down on flat earth theory and introduces the ice wall idea. So recently, Wiz Khalifa, famed rapper and massive weed smoker, his whole thing is he's always like, look how much fucking weed I smoke so much fucking weed. I guess he's rotted his fucking brain out. He's doing no favors for the weed community. It's not making them look good, dude. I know a lot of people who smoke weed and they're intelligent, rational, regular people. But this is the guy in the fucking spotlight, always like, I'm so fucking high all the time. It's crazy how much fucking weed I smoke. And then he's like, I also don't know basic science. It's not a good look. It's not a good look for weed consumption. The cannabis users right now, they're going through a dark time. Let's all have a moment of silence for cannabis. That's enough, dude. If you're too quiet when you're high, you hear Black and Yellow, a Wiz Khalifa song. Wiz Khalifa has taken the brave step of publicly admitting he believes the earth is flat. When the rapper made headlines this week after his appearance on the Joe Budden podcast, where he said he believes we live on a flat plane. He didn't stop there. He doubled down during another podcast appearance shortly after. Khalifa's reasoning, at least on Budden's show, was based on personal experience. Quotes, because when I travel, the routes that we take and how we do it, it's not possible to go up and down. You're just going straight. You do go up and down, right? It's called ascent and descent. It's time to put the weed down. Whatever edible he's on, gotta get me a piece of that. I gotta get a slice of that fucking edible, dude. A little piece of, can I get a crumb? Can I just get a crumb of whatever the fuck you're ingesting? That's the only reason I think that way. When guest host Mark Lamont Hill asked if he'd ever seen the edge of the earth, Wiz shifted into more abstract territory, suggesting there could be more land out there. Referring to Pangea? Jesus Christ, dude. This is what happens when you don't have a real fucking job. You don't have a real job and you're not forced to be around people that don't just say yes to every single thing you do because you're famous. Just tell them to phone Katy Perry. What did she see? Ask her. Give her a call, Wiz. Here's Wiz Khalifa after his Joe Budden podcast appearance on a different podcast called the Bootleg Kev podcast, kind of going more into depth on how he arrived to the conclusion that he's at.
The headline that's going around today, you're the latest flat earther.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. I saw you said, I heard your explanation on the Joe Budden podcast.
Yeah.
So break, because you have obviously been all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
Do you truly think that we live on a flat plane? Is that, I'm just trying to flesh out your idea a little more.
I just believe more what I see than what
you're told.
What I'm told, especially the older that I get. And the whole concept of space is way too big for my imagination anyway. It's too big for a lot of our imagination.
It's very obvious that the concept of space is much, much too big of a concept for you to wrap your head around. You do not need to detail that further. It's just funny to be like, nah, dude, space, infinite space, that's too crazy. It's impossible. Shut it down. That's not real. Instead, we live on a plate. The fuck are you talking about? You can't be like, I don't know what's going on, therefore I know exactly what's going on. Space doesn't make sense, therefore I know we live on a dinner plate. Hanging inside of what? Where's this dinner plate exactly? If not in the middle of fucking space, dude.
Imaginations. We would love to believe that we could think we know what the shape of the world is, but the reality behind that is like, it's impossible. So you choose what you want to believe, even if they're facts supported by, scientists or whatever. You believe that.
You don't just choose to believe whatever you want to believe. I mean, you're free to. but you will look like a giant fucking moron. You can't say, I believe what I see, not what I'm told, and then give me the same bullshit that every other flat earther gives. You just heard another flat earther say something and you decided to believe that guy. You didn't come to the conclusion that we live on a flat earth. You didn't even think about it. You heard somebody else fucking say it and you believed that. It's not a belief. You don't choose to believe in gravity. You don't choose to believe water exists. There's just basic facts in the world that are beyond belief. There's enough irrefutable evidence to back them up that you no longer have to have a jump like that. You can see it, you can understand it, you just choose not to.
Yeah, it's just a belief. You just choose what to believe.
Right.
Yeah, that's all. So I don't even think that there's right or wrong. I think that people choose what they want to believe. If you choose to believe that what the scientists say, cool. If you choose to travel and find out for yourself, or see as much as you can for yourself and base your beliefs off of that, then, that's another choice. And that's more or less what I did. And based off of me traveling, I've only moved flat. I've only moved in looking at the map and the routes that we take. It doesn't seem like we're going around anything. It just seems like we're just going straight over, you know what I mean? Over top of where it could look like a circle. It could be circular if you rounded it out, but if it's just one thing, it connects exactly the same. So I just don't see the difference.
Holy word salad, dude. I now know I can no longer take anything he says seriously. When we travel, it feels like we're going straight. What else are you supposed to feel? If the plane constantly adjusted down, you would land. That's what landing is. And by the way, planes do constantly adjust flight patterns to deal with the fact that we're on a round Earth. That is a common consequence of flight on a globe. It's not, we don't just go up and just fucking go straight. And I'm not even sure what that means. Like, what do you expect to feel? I'm curious. I would be interested to know what he thinks a gyroscope does. There's this common theme with flat earthers where they seem to ignore the fact that you're a part of Earth's environment and atmosphere and you're subject to the qualities of gravity. I've heard multiple flat earthers say that if the Earth is spinning so fast, how come when you jump up it doesn't go flying out from beneath you? Nobody's heard of inertia, gravity. It's alarming, actually.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I also find it very peculiar that we were able to go to the moon in the 60s, but we have yet to do that again.
That's questionable. A lot of stuff is questionable.
We've been to the moon multiple times. Hold on, let me look it up. How many times have we been to the moon? On mission Apollo 11, Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin both put foot on the moon in 1969. Then Apollo 12, Pete Conrad, Alan Bean, also in 1969. In 1971, for Apollo 14, Alan Shepard and Edgar Mitchell went to the moon. And then again in 1971, on Apollo 15, David Scott, James Irwin. Apollo 16, John Young, Charles Duke. Apollo 17, Gene Cernan and Harrison Schmitt. We've been to the moon a number of times. And we've also sent unmanned things to the moon a number of times. So there's just no more else to see there. We've been there, we've done that, so to speak. What are we supposed to just keep continuously going there just to be like, oh, look, we did it. We're still doing it. Just constantly proving it to people like Wiz Khalifa and whoever the fuck this bootleg Kev guy is.
And I'm not like sold on anything, but it's just from my experience, it really don't even matter to me all like that because I'm not leaving Earth anytime soon to find out.
Are you gonna if Jeff Bezos hits you to take the Katy Perry flight? Are you doing it?
No, I'm good, man. I won't gain anything from that.
Except for personal insight, you say you only base your opinions and beliefs off of that which you see. If you were given the opportunity to see it, you wouldn't want to go see it? Like, I don't understand. Is that because you know that it would be embarrassing to have to tell everybody, hey man, I was fucking totally wrong. The Earth is round. I guess that would be kind of embarrassing.
It's funny to me, like how like people are so tripped out about either the earth being round or the earth being flat. Like,
nobody's tripped out about it. Nobody's tripped out about it. Everybody has accepted that the earth is round. And then some assholes come around and they go, it's actually flat. And then they go, I can't believe we're arguing about this. You're arguing it. I'm not arguing it. You're arguing it. You're the one tripped out, dude. This is the lowest aura POV I've ever seen. Negative 10 million aura loss for Wiz Khalifa. The man's brain is completely fucking fried. He's completely lost it. This is what the combination of being high all the time, smoking insane amounts of blunts, and fame does to you. When you couple that with just general ignorance, it's like everything's fucking lost, dude. He didn't stand a fucking chance. His brain is mush.
you can argue about that all day. Like, you can't argue that that hat is black. That's a black hat, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so, like, we can't argue about that. That's a fact.
Sure you could. That's what you're doing. The earth is round and you were saying it's flat. You might as well be telling him that that hat is red. That's what you're doing. It's so funny to say that you can't do that. That's what you're doing. And I can just do exactly what you're saying and be like, maybe in your reality the hat is black, but to me it's blue. Prove to me that it's not blue, Wiz Khalifa.
It's not a fact of either. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just whatever you believe in. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it might seem cool to, like, go back and forth and all of this, but nobody really fucking knows. Who knows? Who knows?
People know. That's the thing. You refuse to listen to those people, which is so fucking weird because you listen to the other people who make bullshit YouTube videos trying to convince you that it's otherwise, right? You're obviously watching like Eric Dubé videos on how the earth is actually flat and you go, wow, this is what I'm attaching myself to. And then the people who literally go to space and then they go, I can confirm that that shit's round. You go, yeah, fucking right, dude. You think I'm gonna believe you?
Like, go back and forth and all of this, but nobody really fucking knows. Who knows? Who knows?
I feel like if there's like anybody who would have known, they obviously probably wouldn't be here anymore because they would have fallen off the
Who knows,
the other
dog?
side.
Who knows?
The Bermuda Triangle could be where the Earth ends.
So I'm confused. Is Bootleg Kev, is this Kev guy, does he believe the earth is flat as well? Or is he just trying to like extract more out of Wiz Khalifa for like a viral interview? And I mean, look, Wiz Khalifa seems like an incredibly chill guy. Terminally so. He's terminally chill. This is what happens when you're too chill, dude. He's so chill, his brain no longer has the muscle to form structure. The folds are relaxing.
The vortex, some sort of alien.
So much stuff is possible. They say that that this is where we live and that there's so much earth. There's like ice walls that we can't go past. Have you heard about that?
Yeah, so my producer, my producer is a.
Do you believe that?
He's a flat earther. Yeah, you are.
But do you believe in the ice walls?
I don't.
Why not?
I don't know.
See?
I don't. How about this? I don't know.
You don't want to.
How about this? I just don't know.
You
it's
don't
almost
know.
Like
we don't know.
Exactly.
Who knows?
This is my whole entire approach.
I'm confused. Does he believe in the ice wall? Has he seen the ice wall? A guy who's like, I don't believe what people tell me. I only believe what I've seen. Have you seen the fucking Game of Thrones White Walker ice wall that goes around the earth? No, you heard of it in a fucking dipshit's YouTube video that explains. It's crazy, dude. It's beautiful, honestly. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss of stupidity.
Approach. That's my approach with religion because I'm not a religious person.
Yeah.
But like, the people who would know what happens to you after you die are dead. So like, we just choose to believe like.
I don't think that they're dead.
No, I'm saying that those people, like whatever happens once we transition to whatever is next, how do we? It's not like we could find out firsthand what they went through once they passed away. Like. So I feel like most religion is, you know, it's all very similar, and it's all very man-made. But like, who really knows? You know what I'm saying?
Who, and not who as in who, but who. Yeah.
That might be the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard. I love it, dude. It's a guilty pleasure of mine when somebody says the dumbest fucking thing they've ever said. Anybody potentially has ever said, but they say it like, you ever think about that? Like they say it like it was some sort of world-changing smart shit. You know what I mean? Ah, damn it. It's just fucking beautiful. I'm not saying who as in who. I'm saying who. What the fuck are you saying, dude? Why do I feel like it's anti-Semitic? Am I picking up on that correct?
I know you've done a lot of. I know you've done a lot of shrooms and shit. Do you feel like when I don't know if you've had like that, like kind of spiritual breakthrough where you feel like super small on psychedelics? I feel like that is being like super fucked up on mushrooms. I think I ate an eighth once and I was tore back, dude. It's like the closest thing I've ever been to like believing like, damn, maybe there's some other shit going on.
There has to be some other shit going on. We are a speck in the universe.
So wait, now you believe in the universe. I am having a hard time figuring out what you believe.
That's for real.
For sure.
That has.
I believe in aliens.
Yeah, I believe in aliens. I believe that.
Then where do they come from? Okay, so you believe in space, but you think it's a disk. Do you believe in the firmament dome? Or do you believe in the ice wall? You mentioned the ice wall. I'm imagining maybe you believe in the ice wall, but you also believe in aliens. It's an interesting amalgamation, a sort of bastardization, a Frankenstein of beliefs that we've got going on here.
I read a lot of books and stuff like that. And in some of the books, they talk about like sharing technology with aliens.
Yeah.
Since at least the 70s.
At least. I think like Roswell was before then, though.
Yeah.
Because I just saw like an article where they said that they tried to reverse engineer whatever the Roswell crash was back then, and they failed.
Yeah.
But this is exactly why talking about aliens doesn't get us anywhere anymore. Nobody will ever take the concept of aliens as serious as it maybe should be taken, because the people who do latch onto it are this, you know? It's truly unfortunate.
But
to me, it's like much cooler to believe that shit than to not believe it.
It also makes sense.
It does to me too, bro.
Yeah.
How this world is, cause like, damn, bro, you know, they would love to like keep us blind and just keep us right where we're at. But the more we start to like get the information, they're like, oh, they won't believe it. It just sounds fucking crazy, so they'll never believe it.
Did you know? I don't know if you know. Like last year, they had those.
Who is they? I need to know who you believe they is. We're talking Illuminati? Is that what we're talking about? Talking about angels and demons? Are we talking about aliens? Who is they?
They had those hearings about UFOs, and then, like, the Pentagon acknowledged that UFO. But during that time, there was so much political shit just getting thrown at the wall that like it just like came and went. Yeah. Like if that shit was like in like 99 and they told us UFOs are real, it'd be the biggest fuck. Everybody be losing their fucking mind. Yeah. It was just another Tuesday. Like no one cared.
Here, nobody gives a fuck.
That's a fair point.
It's so much going on. And we're like, even if they like start exposing it, people will be completely fine with it. Yeah. Because it's like, there's so much other shit going on.
I think we've been preconditioned with movies and TV shows to where if we found out aliens are real, we all are kind of mentally, whether we know it or not, just kind of like okay with it.
Yeah, well, I think they like you said, they conditioned us, but they made aliens look like little round head, little bug eyed things.
If they look like that, we'll be cool.
Yeah.
If they look like the Predator, we're all freaking out.
They might look like us.
They might.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? They might look exactly like us, and that's why they did all of that to throw us off.
You're saying aliens might be dwelling amongst us who look exactly like us. He's fucking on to me, dude. He's on to us. My entire subscriber base is made up of exactly that, so that we can dwell amongst them, fucking chipping their ears and keeping track of them in pop culture. It's exactly what we're doing here.
If anyone's an alien, my money, if you had to, the betting favorite in Vegas would probably be Elon.
You think Elon? I
think he'd be the betting favorite.
He might be mixed with alien.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think he's like a hybrid.
That's just autism, dude. I'm almost certain that that's just autism. I don't, it's a different A word. Well, holy shit, that was treacherously dumb. Diabolically stupid.